Hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Matt from Hit the Button Live, and I am trying to figure out where to put my live content. So basically, in the last few years, live streaming, especially live streaming for games, has really caught on. And Twitch was widely believed to be the king of all streaming platforms. But I think it's safe to say that now they might actually have some decent competition. Just in recent history, we've had PewDiePie putting all of his live content exclusively on a site called DLive. For the first time ever, just in the last quarter, Twitch's overall hours viewed has actually dropped. And about a week ago today, Ninja, one of Twitch's biggest cash cows, has left Twitch to go to Mixer, who has seen incredible growth over the last few months. Now, Twitch is still undeniably the king as far as hours viewed goes, but in the near future, we could see Mixer or Facebook or YouTube really driving some competition for Twitch. So I'm making a video series, basically exploring the different capabilities and the functions and the features of all the different platforms and see what works best for my content. So for this video series, I'm basically going to be covering every major streaming platform that I can think of. So I'm going to be covering Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Mixer, Periscope, DLive, and Caffeine. I feel like that's the most important way to go because you could easily just try to analyze and kind of see where you could grow the most by putting in the same amount of work. I feel like that's not really worth it to me because if everyone knew where the next big streaming platform was going to be, everyone would just move there. It's like knowing who the winner of a race is going to be before you place your bets. No one really knows. That's why gambling exists. And at this point, where you put your content is absolutely a gamble, but it's also a commitment. And it's important to realize that many of these newer platforms, while they're not as big and as established as Twitch, and while Twitch basically owns the market for live streaming monetization, these other platforms are new and growing, and they may not have all the features of Twitch, but Twitch didn't have all the features of Twitch 5 years ago either. And the one thing that I think is really important to take away from this is that competition is going to be good for everyone. And speaking of Twitch, I figured we start off there, mainly because it's the one that I know the most about, because it's the only one that I'm really on. I've been streaming on Twitch for a little over a year now, but even with a year of streaming, I was looking through a lot of the capabilities and doing my research, and there was a surprising amount that I didn't know. So if you ever get some time and you really want to delve deep into the capabilities of a specific platform, I would, number one, try it, and number two, just go to their page, start clicking on all the buttons you can see. Hit the buttons. Get it? Hit the button. Do you see what I did there? Alright, so let's get into this. The first thing that you need to know is that Twitch is a gaming-focused live streaming platform, but they've recently expanded heavily into things that aren't gaming. Art, music, there's an ASMR section, there's a lot of real life being streamed on Twitch. Now there is also an offline component. They allow you to have the ability to take your past broadcasts and cut out highlights. They have basically their own video editor. It's very rudimentary, but it'll work. You can also have your viewers make clips too while you're running the live stream. And that offline content can be something that people can find, or you can push it to another platform like YouTube. Okay, so let's say you've been living under a rock, you have no idea what Twitch is, and you want to at least get on there and get set up and figure out how things work. Well, I'll go over that first. So the first thing you're going to do when you log on to twitch.tv is make an account. You're going to enter an email and password, and if you want to stream, you can find your stream key and upload that into a broadcasting software. I use OBS, and you just enter that in the settings and move on. Now, as for the rest of the setup, if you do plan on streaming, you can add on artwork for a panel for when you're offline. You can add in banner art. You can add an info section underneath where your live streaming video would be, telling people a little bit more about you. You can add a profile pic, you can add a little bit of a bio, you can change your chat rules, you can also activate two-factor identification for the added bit of security, privacy options including blocking whispers or direct messages from strangers. You can change your notifications options, you can connect to other accounts, you can activate disconnection protection, storing past broadcasts, mature content, low latency, hosting and rating. There's a lot of different settings to play with, so I would just take a look and try to navigate through there. It's a little bit weird how they have it set up because they've moved a lot of the settings into different places to create a better UI, but they haven't moved everything everything there. So it's kind of like two different settings options that you have to navigate through. So it might take a little bit of time to get through there. But if you're not planning on streaming and you just want to watch other people, all you really need to do is put in your email, make a username. You don't even have to really have a profile pic. The one thing that you might want to do is verify your email, because there are several streamers out there that will not allow you to post in chat unless you have a verified email, and it's a simple process to do. All right, so now let's take a look at the user experience. So this is your homepage. On the left, you have your followed channels and your friends. Down the middle of the homepage, you have recommended channels, recommended games based on things that you've seen before. You also have smaller recommended communities. That's a nice feature that they added in to help people get noticed a little bit better. Now, if you want to go in and search for a new streamer or a new game, you can go to browse and search by categories or all live. You can sort the broadcasters that are available from high to low or low to high or recently started. I think soon they're also adding in a recommended for you sorting filter. You can look at not only people who have been live, but also their past videos and clips, and you can filter by predetermined tags. You can also click the three dots in the top here to look at more info. This includes career opportunities if anyone wanted to actually get a job at Twitch. Whether you wanted to do coding or advertisement or like community management or something like that. They have a ton of positions open for that kind of thing. You can also change your user experience a little bit by changing your chat name color. So basically your username, you can change the color that appears in chat, and you can modify deleted messages, like how they appear to you. So by default, I think they just blocked entirely and you can't see what they posted. They also allow the options of basically allowing you to see it if you so choose. That'll be found in this corner here. So now let's take a look at what kind of network they have to offer. So it's important to note that Twitch is now owned by Amazon, and Amazon owns most of the internet servers in the world. So they have pretty good connection. That being said, standard lag time can be around anywhere from 5 to 20 seconds. That low latency option that we saw before will reduce that a little bit, of course. And if you wanted to check your stream stability, you can actually go to this website, inspector.twitch.tv, and basically add this statement into the stream key in your broadcasting software, and that will allow you to stream to here. So you won't actually get a live feed, but you can monitor your stream stability. Let's say if you're not sure if your internet can actually handle streaming. This is a good way to test. So one of the things that's really important to talk about, especially when it comes to network stability, is your bitrate. Your bitrate is basically how big of a package you want to send your data in. And the reason why this is important, at least starting out, is because if you set your bitrate too high, it can be really difficult for some viewers to actually see the content that you're putting out. Because their download speed is just not fast enough. This is a problem that a lot of people who are viewing on mobile have. So Twitch's hard cap for bitrate, the ceiling, is 6,000. Now it is possible to stream past 6,000, but Twitch is probably going to take you down if they notice. And again, the reason why this is important is because a lot of people may not have that high of a download speed. So the goal, at least until you get transcoding options, which I'm going to go into in a second, the goal is to keep your bitrate down as low as you possibly can without suffering video quality. Transcoding can help with this. Usually transcoding is pretty limited to basically partner and up. However, Twitch seemingly randomly assigns some other streamers to be available for transcoding options. For example, I've had transcoding options before, and I'm nowhere near a partner. But no one really knows how that's decided, who gets the transcoding. And basically what transcoding is it takes your video at whatever bitrate you're putting it out at, and it changes the video quality so that you can have different options. All right, let's check out the community interaction and your capability within there. Obviously, the biggest thing is you have your chat to interact with you while you're live. You also have whispers, which are direct messages. Hosting and rating are two features that are really useful for sharing your community with other people. So basically what hosting does is you take someone else's channel who's live currently, and you feature them on your channel. Basically, you put their video on your channel so that all of your viewers, when they tune in to come and see you, will actually see them when you're offline. Rating is kind of a mutation of that. So basically, instead of putting their channel on yours, you take all of your viewers and you push them onto their channel so that they can interact with the other streamer. You also have emotes, which are little pictures that you can put in chat and actually have custom art be put in with your emotes. This is a feature that's unlocked at affiliate, mainly because it's a feature that's tied to a subscription, a paid subscription to that channel. And basically emotes are your reward for supporting a streamer directly. You might think, well, why do I want to do that? Well, as an example, there's a full-time broadcaster named Admiral Baru who has some of the damn cutest emotes that I've ever seen, and some people sub to him just so that they can get his emotes. We also have different badges that are available for how much you donate, how much you have subscribed. You have the ability to schedule events. Don't really know much about it because I haven't really seen too many people use that. Another really cool thing that you can do is actually send an email directly to your subscribers thanking them or telling them they're idiots for subscribing to you and you have no idea why they would ever do that. Like, really, why would you ever subscribe to me? It's a horrible waste of money. Okay, so this leads into currency and monetization. I've been talking a lot about subscriptions and donation badges, so I'll cover a few of the monetization options that Twitch has natively. I'm not going to go into the stuff that are involved in third-party because there's literally thousands of third-party extensions that you can use for Twitch. So there are only 3 native to Twitch methods of supporting a streamer. The first one is bits, and basically bits are Twitch's currency. In order to get bits, you have to buy them directly, and basically Twitch takes a small cut. But when you give the bits to another streamer, it's a 1-to-1 exchange, so each bit equals 1 penny. This is how you can tell that Twitch actually takes a cut, because as you can see, you have to spend, for example, $64 to get $50 worth of bits. Another method you can use to directly support another content creator is by subscribing to their channel. There are 3 different levels of subscription. You can either do a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Now remember when I was talking about emotes before? So the more subscriptions you have, the more emotes you can unlock. However, all the emotes that you can unlock are only for tier 1. A tier 1 subscription is $5, a tier 2 subscription is $10, and a tier 3 subscription is $25. And it's important to note there that the broadcaster does not take home all of that money. Twitch takes 50%, although I've heard that some partners have the ability to negotiate how much money they actually get from their subscriptions. So maybe some higher tier streamers can take home a little bit more than that, but for the most part, you should just assume that 50% is going to Twitch. Now, there are also Twitch Prime subs. So like I said before, Twitch is owned by Amazon, and if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it to Twitch and get access to a free tier 1 subscription. It costs you literally no money. You can give that to anyone you want every month, and it's basically a free $2.50 for that broadcaster. You can also gift subscriptions to other viewers in chat. Now, this is worth noting. For some reason, subscribing from a mobile device actually costs more. I don't really know why. I don't know how much the streamer will take home, but it does cost more. So both of these monetization options are available once you become a Twitch affiliate. And basically what a Twitch affiliate is, it's like a partner light. And once you meet the basic requirements and apply to be an affiliate, basically you sign a contract that says that your live content won't appear anyone else, I think, for like 24 hours. And in exchange, you get these monetization options. Now, there's one more that's native to Twitch that only partners have access to, and that is the ability to run advertisements. Twitch will run advertisements on your channel no matter what, but if you're a partner, then you can choose to run advertisements, and then you get that ad revenue. Now, I talked a lot about Twitch Prime. One of the other bonuses of Twitch Prime is you have the ability to actually get some free perks for select game, or in some cases some free games. Every month there's going to be new Prime loot located here that you can take a look through and see what's available. One of the other ways that Twitch can actually go out and directly affect other things is you can actually take your saved broadcasts and upload them directly to YouTube. That applies for saved broadcasts and highlights and clips. So effectively, you can use the video editor within Twitch and create a short video and then upload that directly to YouTube. Now, for me at least, it's been a little bit janky if you try to create a highlight that create splits in the segment. For some reason that will end up corrupting the video in some way and making it just come out weird, so I would recommend just getting your own video editor if you're going to go that route. You can also see here that you can connect your Twitch account to Twitter or Facebook. I haven't done that yet, so I don't really know what it does, but I assume what it allows you to do is have Twitch post your link or post an embedded video into Twitter or Facebook. So we talked a little bit about what Twitch can reach out and touch. Now what about the things that can reach out and touch Twitch? First and most notably is BTTV, or Better Twitch TV. This is a third-party mod that's basically been sanctioned by Twitch that will allow you to add in additional emotes. These can also be GIF emotes. Yes, it is GIF, it's not GIF. The creator of GIF said it was GIF, so deal with it. It also allows you some chat modification options and a bunch of other stuff that I haven't really had time to look into. Another one that's kind of been a third party but kind of absorbed by Twitch is Streamlabs. Streamlabs does a lot of stuff. It gives you the ability to modify your alerts. So let's say if someone follows you, you can have an alert pop up and play a little video and welcome them into the channel. This is also a place where you can modify your overlays for your stream and add on a lot of different screens and functions. And Streamlabs will also allow you to have tips. It's just a direct payment to you. No need to buy bits, no need to subscribe. It goes straight to you. Now, it's important to call these tips and not donations, as they have them on their site. You are not running a charity. That money doesn't go somewhere else. It goes in your pocket. It's a tip. There's also several chat bots that you can use. You can use them to automatically moderate your chat, or you can use them to enhance your chat, giving your users various commands in order to play an audio clip. There is also thousands upon thousands of Twitch extensions, which third-party developers have developed specifically for Twitch. These include things like adding a stream schedule, or adding in mini games, or adding in a poll for your viewers. This is also fairly recent and took me by surprise, but there's also integrated games, and basically what those are games that have been developed and modded so that Twitch viewers can actually interact with the game itself, and basically they play it along with you. If you check out the developer section, you can actually get a little bit more information about that. There's one more external effector that I'm going to cover because, like I said, there's thousands upon thousands of third-party modifications for Twitch, but this one's really important. This one's called the Bounty Board. So basically what this allows you to do is if you're a sponsor, you can post in the Bounty Board looking for XYZ streamer to promote my brand. And then a broadcaster can go look at that and apply if they want to represent a product. All right, next let's take a look at regulation, or basically how you can mod or have other people mod your channel. So basically moderation helps rein in people who are being troublesome in any way. And the reason why it's important is because if you allow anyone to say anything in your channel, the community that you've built might get the wrong idea of what you're about, and they might not like the environment that's being produced. So different options that you have as a moderator is you can time someone out if they're being a little disruptive. You can straight up ban them. You can permit them to post links if they weren't permitted to post links before. You can purge their messages or select a specific message to delete. You can also add in a little mod comment, which is neat. Basically, if someone is being a little disruptive but not really enough to ban, you can add mod comments to see if basically it's a pattern over time, and you can use that information to, take them aside and talk to them and be like, hey, stop it. I mentioned you can also select an option to make it so that only people with email verification can type in your chat. It's a good way to block bots. You can also engage follower-only chat so that people have to be following you for a certain amount of time in order to post something. Again, a good block for bots and trolls. You can engage sub-only chat if it gets really busy. Honestly, I don't see any reason to engage that unless you have probably thousands of people watching. You can engage a slow mode, which is really nice because it doesn't become a cluttered wall of text. You can actually change a setting to make messages appear in chat a little bit slower for anyone who's not a mod. So basically you can add like a 2-second delay to it and give your mods a second to take a look at the message and see if it's something that they want to allow to go through into chat. If chat gets really rambunctious, you can enable emote only chat so that they will only be able to interact with you using emotes. Might be pretty hilarious, actually. I haven't tried it yet. You can click a button to basically make your content mature only, so basically people have to click a button and say, yes, I'm 18, even though they might not be 18. But no one would ever do that. You can click a button and make sure that only people who are subscribed to you can view your past broadcasts. Don't really know why you'd want to do that, but it's there. You can also use Twitch's native auto mod feature. Basically, it'll give you a few options in how strict you want auto mod to catch potentially harmful chat messages. You can disable links if you want. And finally, a really useful tool is you can actually assign someone else to be an editor for your channel. So these are people that are able to make little markers in your stream for something that they want to edit out later, and it gives them the option to compile highlights and post them onto your channel. Another really interesting feature that Twitch provides for you is their own native analytics. They provide a crap ton of data based on your past stream, based on trends. They allow you to view month-by-month history and download spreadsheets. These guys go really deep. They'll go into the demographics of like where your viewers are coming from, similar games that might be interesting to your viewers. There's even a little achievement section, and this is actually what they use to track your progress towards becoming an affiliate or becoming a partner. There isn't really enough in here to like motivate a person to keep streaming, but it's nice to know where the line is drawn, especially for those milestones. Now for the big one, discoverability. So one of the biggest critiques of Twitch that I've seen is discoverability on there is actually very sparse. They've recently added on a small channel feature, which is really nice. Basically anyone from like 15 to upwards of 35 viewers I've seen are featured in this section on your homepage. You get like 5 a day maybe. But otherwise, the only real way for someone to stumble across your channel is they're just scrolling through the directory. There's a chance that you'll be featured on the front page, which is nice, although besides the smaller channel feature, I don't really see many people being featured on there who have a low viewer count. Hosting is another great way to get noticed. If you make friends in Twitch and they want to support you, they can send their viewers over to you, and then their viewers become your viewers, and if you're good, like if you're entertaining, you can retain those viewers, and then you have a big community to work with. It's really nice. But besides that, streamer ranking is based entirely on concurrent viewers. So the number of viewers that you have in your channel right now, if it's the highest number, you'll be in the number 1 slot. If it's really low, you'll be dead last. Now, they've recently added a feature for you to be able to search from low to high instead of from high to low. So basically, if you have 0 viewers, you'll end up at the top of this list, which is pretty nice, but it's not really a make or break feature. The reason why it's really nice though is because for some games, let's say Fortnite, which has been really popular for about a year, you couldn't physically scroll down far enough to find someone with 0 viewers. So if you didn't have people watching you already, you weren't going to attract a crowd. And it would take so long to scroll all the way down to find you anyway. Now, there's one more really cool feature that Twitch has provided for people to help them into their streaming journey, and that's the Creator Camp channel. Creator Camp is a channel and a website that they've basically used to gather a bunch of partners to talk about their experience and to try to help smaller streamers grow by basically telling them what they're in for and what they have to do in order to be an interactive personality or an entertainer. There is hours of videos in there of people being interviewed and giving their insights, and it's really worth a look. But that's really all I have to go over that's native to the platform itself. As I've said, Twitch has been huge and has been growing for the last 10 years, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon, but I feel like now is the time to really delve deep and to cover the capabilities and the features of each of the platforms and see where my content would shine. And I hope this can help you do the same. If this video did help you, be sure to do that usual YouTube crap, like, comment, and share. Do that so it'll help others find it, so this video can help them out too. Next week I'm going to be tackling Mixer. Like I said, I have very limited information on anything that's not Twitch, so if you guys have any notable information to give me, please drop it in the comments. I don't care how basic it is, because I probably don't know anything about it, and judging by how small this channel is, you'll probably be the first one to say it too. Additionally, if you have any information that's going to help me out with the other platforms that I'm going to be tackling in the near future, you can tell me about that too. Let me know what your favorite platform is and why. But with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you for watching. Bye forever.